News.
The state of Missouri is changing the requirements for substitute teachers. College credits will no longer be required.
The change is expected to help districts address shortfalls that are only expected to grow because of COVID-19 concerns. Fox 2's Jeff Bernthal is live with the concerns one teachers organization is raising. Jeff?
Yeah, and there's a new requirement, or at least another option, is the way the state is talking about this and has decided to move forward with it. Now, many school districts will tell you this is a big problem, finding enough substitute teachers. As far as this change goes, the Missouri National Education Association has some concerns. Instead of 60 hours of college credits, substitute teachers can instead complete 20 hours of online training.
We really don't believe that lowering those standards is in the best interest of our kids.
The decision by Missouri's Department of Elementary and Secondary Education is raising some alarms with the union representing teachers.
When we deal with our kids, we always want the most qualified people in our classrooms. We have some pretty high standards for our regular teachers in the class. We should have some pretty high standards for those who have to come in when we need a substitute.
The Fort Zumwalt superintendent says finding substitute teachers was a challenge before the pandemic and expects the shortage will only grow. He says on any given day, as many as 150 substitutes could be needed.
And a lot of times that's because they're taking care of their own children or spouse. They can use their sick leave for those purposes now. So it's exacerbated the need, and at the same time we've had fewer and fewer substitutes available to us. So this should make a huge difference for us.
Dr. Dubray says prospective substitutes must still undergo a background check. He says Fort Zumwalt also conducts interviews.
We would put them through our interview process and meet them and determine if they're the quality candidate that we'd like to have as a sub.
The Missouri NEA acknowledges finding substitutes is not easy, but feels there are qualified candidates available. One requirement that remains the same, substitutes must still have a high school diploma. This change taking effect September 2nd. Coming up at 10, we'll talk about the video, the online instruction that is now an option for those who want to become a substitute teacher but don't have the college credits. Reporting live from near Creve Coeur, Jeff Bernthal, Fox 2 News.
Jeff, thank you. COVID